Greetings, chess friends. We are going to try something a little different today. Going to just solve a few puzzles, see how far we can get on the puzzle rush. Just to be clear, I'll edit out some of the real long thinks so it doesn't take too long. Let's jump in and just see what kind of themes chess.com throws at us. So I'll talk my way through each puzzle, more or less, and hopefully these first ones are usually pretty easy. Back row checkmates, and those are usually the typical themes. So pretty easy ones here. These are mate in a couple here. Always start by looking for the opponent's king. Simple process to follow here. And there's the king. You see there's just the themes of back row checkmate over and over again. That's just checkmate in one. Where's the opponent's king? And of course, it's usually going to be a check or a capture. Where's the opponent's king? Usually going to be a check or a capture in those quick and easy checkmates. So again, the opponent's king is there. Typical checkmate patterns. And these will hone your skills as the situations arise in real tournament games, if you play tournaments yet. And we need to try to take advantage when that moment comes for winning by fork and such. A lot of the checkmates, honestly, they don't happen too much in tournament games, at least not quick and easy ones, but it's good to know they're usually the basis of a lot of the variations you play. Okay, starting to get a little more detail, I guess. Checkmate. Here, this pattern, I must say, I see in, when doing these puzzle rushes, so much this exact pattern. Check. Well, then it was going to be giving away your queen for back row checkmate. Let's see this one. Looks like from that classic sort of fishing pole trick or whatever you call it. I often see it in the exchange Ruy Lopez, but they took from h3, they took something on g4. Never mind. Okay, this one looks like knight b7. Black is up a ton of points, but no matter. Where's the king? Oh, this one's interesting. Should we capture? I guess no need to capture, just play d5 right away. Right? This is where sometimes where there's multiple moves that look pretty good. Here, there's only one easy good move with the knight protecting. These puzzles get a little tough when there's a couple of good-looking moves, right? And you're thinking, what should I do? And sometimes chess.com is unforgiving about all that. They think, oh, this has to be this exact move, and the other move is maybe +5 also. Okay, here, and queen takes, rook takes, will be checkmate. We're up to about 1200 here, and haven't really had any problems. This one, again, you might think in a quick game to take on d5 or b5, but I think the answer is going to be this one. So good to have that starting the process by looking for their king. Full board awareness. Okay, here, classic chess tactic here. The queens are staring at each other. Where to move the bishop? Well, it has to be here because that's a check. When it's check, everything stops, and then you have a moment to take the queen. You want to give your opponent as few options as possible. Here, again, only king moves are possible, and then queen g7 was made. Here, let's look. Okay, I don't know why that even took me more than a moment, but I was thinking here, and then do we at the end take this and save? It's just made in one. Thinking through it too much. Okay, here there's a pin, which means this pawn is completely hanging, and there was queen g2 made after that. Okay, first endgame one here. Looks like we are able to take and then are winning this king and pawn endgame. Always want to look for those forcing variations, even in the endgame. There, where it's capture, capture, capture. Not only are they usually the best moves, but they're also the easiest to calculate. Let's see here. Knight takes d4 appears to be the best move. I don't know what else we would do, but kind of a weird position. Doesn't feel like we're just completely winning. Here we have a knight hanging. I guess we take the knight instead of this pawn. Yeah, taking the pawn on b2 certainly appears viable. Okay, here we go. We're at 1500s here, and they go up a little each time, so we're probably right around 1600. I want to take this, but can they take on d5? Maybe some bishop takes g7, and if king takes, then we take, and we've picked up a pawn. That looks like the best move. Ooh, wow, 1600. Not good, Chris. Okay, well, we're going to keep going here. By the way, it's easy to tilt in this game. You get 44 in a row, and then 1, 2, 3, loss, loss, loss. So just be conscious of that in your own strengths and weaknesses. Yeah, definitely happens. Looks like a beautiful checkmate here. Bishop e2 and checkmate. Never seen that before. All right, this one. Now, it's obviously taking the queen, so we can just make that move. But I'm curious now here, do we just make a run for it? Or do we need to put our king in the way? This could either be very easy or a very hard puzzle. Let's see. Then he plays king f3. Yeah, it looks like he's outside the square, so we should just be able to go. That move helps none. Here, outside the square. Okay. Looks like here we can trade and then knight f2. Hope that's winning. I didn't count the material first. Here, bishop f6, queen b6, candidate moves. Maybe it would be helpful if I just listed the candidate moves that come to my mind as a way to almost test yourself, the viewer, just what moves are we thinking about? When I see a puzzle for the first time, it's just your instincts that kick in. You haven't been playing that game. So here, let's think. Yeah, I think it's queen b6, king e7, queen c7. And this bishop plays a nice role. Another kind of picturesque checkmate there. So this looks like they just took something, a pawn, and based on the idea that if we take, they take the rook checkmate. But it looks like we're going to have a move like queen a1 check. That guards our rook. That's often a nice concept in chess when a tactic appears to work, but then there's kind of the Uno reverse card, you know, something that one player missed. So yeah, I don't know if there's a name for that, but the tactic that just gets refuted. Okay, so here's another nice theme. Of course, the first move that comes to mind is rook h5, but the king slides on into h2. So here, a typical chess theme to kind of slam the door first before locking it. And this one looks like check. Ooh, okay. Let's be careful. Again, in a real game, it feels like any move would win, but chess.com demands a certain level of perfection. So we're up to 37, pretty comfortable. Ooh, that one really got me. Tricky position. We'll go back and look at those here. Well, this one's quite easy. Knight f3. Not gonna lie, I thought that was just a fork right away until I saw the black pawn there. Okay, this one. Ooh, interesting. Wow. Both players are really threatening here, so we need to be alert. I want to play a move like like bishop f6, but they'll take rook. We'll take g6. And I'm not... Oh, then just rook e8. Okay. Yeah, then rook e8. Okay. There again, a lot of players probably just take king takes bishop, and chess.com said, eh. But, oh, here, let's see. Rook b7 feels this like a theme. So maybe we just move our queen, and at the same time moving our queen where? But we can threaten checkmate. Not so easy though. The knight is guarding this, so what's the trick? This one's slowing me down. This one is slowing me down because there's no viable check. And this bishop is not really able to be captured. Our queen is hanging. So it has to be a queen move. But I just don't see any of these moves working. You can't move your king, the rook is hanging. Oh, man. 2200 soft. Oh, come on. Okay. 2200, blah. I really wanted to get to 50, but I don't... But we're a little rusty here. Oof. Can we just take this knight? What's the big idea? No. Check. 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 Oh, okay. Didn't expect that last move. Wow. What in the world? Bishop a5. Okay, somebody is trying for a desperate trick. Bishop here. How about queen? I think we can play queen d5. Bishop e4, we take, and then we take, everyone takes, and then we take, we'll be up this knight extra. That's gotta be it. Take, rook takes, bishop takes, rook takes, and then we would have taken the last one. Here, king and pawn in game. No, it's not. It's just gonna be check, check. Let's be careful. Check here, check, king e1, check, king d2. But our king is also gonna be pretty exposed there. It's going to be like this. Check, 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 check. Yes, that's nice. That's a nice geometry. I like that one. Okay, well, we are in check here, so we have only a few legal moves. We can threaten the rook. King d7, king c7. If we threaten the rook, threaten our knight, we chase a little, rook f1, we take his knight. I think we're winning that one. Yeah, I think we have to threaten the rook. Here, yeah. And then the knight was hanging. Again, that was really just a matter of timing where you have to keep threatening something. Doubling the rooks on the second rank. And I just don't see a defense. Yeah, ooh, okay. Guess I'm just going to take that. Okay, it's just all out. All out desperate. Wow, what kind of crazy position is this? So we have a lot of moves with our queen, bishop, pawn c5 comes to mind. Queen takes, all right, let's start with bishop takes queen. Of course, that forces bishop takes. I know what's going to happen. Take, they have to take. We take on g2. They're trapped. They take here, and we're not trapped. They take a piece. At the end of that, we take a rook. I think that's going to be it. Yeah, funny one there. Yeah, I like those capture chains. Okay, let's see. Interesting. There's these pin or fork type opportunities. Knight takes bishop seems like the best move. It's got to be the best move. And then queen d5, they're pinned. And then we just keep applying more pressure. Oh, there's a rook just hanging. Yeah. Okay, that was 2580. I must say those numbers do not indicate that that's my strength. Often the puzzle numbers are quite inflated. I wish it had more to do with like you have to be 2580 to solve this. That's kind of the way I would think it works when you explain it. Oh yeah, that's a 2000 level puzzle. What does that mean? 2000 level if players that are 1700 or 1400 can just solve it. It's hard to comprehend that, but I think everyone understands. Sometimes you have puzzle rating 4000 and of course your chess rating is not. Okay, enough banter. Let's see. It's got to be taking the rook. Why would we take this pawn first? Blah. Never mind. Okay, 2580. That's my first time doing this on this account. We'll work on that. 47. Not great. First one I missed here. They played, there's one move different though. They played, yeah, rook e8. I thought it was bishop takes, just lazy king takes and takes. There's probably something much better then. I wanted to take this, but I didn't see how that was working. I still don't see. This is an odd puzzle that it's so difficult. Yo, just queen takes bishop and queen takes bishop again. What? I have no idea on this one. I've been looking at this a little while, and I really thought it was something like knight g5 takes, bishop takes, rook takes, and then there's a draw with queen check. I don't know if that's even real. Check, check. I think that is. Let's try knight g5. Wait 1 second. Knight g5, pawn takes, bishop takes. I don't know if they even have to take, probably, but take, and then there's this stalemate, this repetition. Okay. What? Okay, I'm giving in here. Hint. Knight. Knight d4. What? What is knight d4? This is a real game. Queen g6. The engine is on here. Rook f7. Knight d4. What is knight d4 even? Okay, so I guess you're trying to play knight f5. That makes sense. This is a terrible chess puzzle. This is a terrible chess puzzle. This, I'll tell you what this is. They just farm the database for whenever the engine just says +3 or more in one move only, or one variation, and they come up with this. This is a terrible chess puzzle. Come on. Okay, let's go back and solve the last one here. 26, 24. This is the last one I got wrong, which didn't even seem that hard. I thought this was just check here, and I kind of stopped here, lazy me, and thought a double check is winning, but I'm seeing now it's not so easy. So the first move has to be here. So now it's going to be some rook g8. Yes, rook g8, king takes, queen f8, and then the other rook. That's really not that hard. Certainly, if I would have played the first move, I would have got that one. Okay. Well, 47, not so bad. Definitely not my best, but we're going to keep working on it. Got to be a little more careful. That one, 2200. This is a ridiculous chess.com puzzle. So I need to report this as not meeting the standards. But of course, Puzzle Rush is fun, and I recommend out there to players trying to improve to really do them untimed. Take your hand off and just really try to calculate what you can, and that's going to be getting you the most out of this. So